Hello, friends. My name is Coco, and you don't know me, and I don't know you, but I'm very happy you're alive today. I promise I will not be choking. Yesterday was all today. I promise I'll be better. But, I wanted to ask a question here. I wanted your opinion. If you could live life being unafraid to do the things that you wanted to do, what would it be? You could do it and not be afraid of conviction or judgment, or even if those things happened, it wouldn't bother you as much because the fact is that you're doing what you really want to do. What would it be? And it doesn't have to be this grandeur life scheme thing, like in life, what is your purpose? But just if you weren't afraid, what would you do? If I wasn't afraid, I'd be a storyteller. That'd be my big thing. I tell stories, and I wouldn't be afraid of people being overly judgmental, and I wouldn't be afraid of failing, and even if I did fail, to continue on and learn from those failings, because, failure is progress, and from failure we learn how to be better, right? What else would I do? I'd sing in front of people, because I'm always like, so I'd probably sing in front of people. I'd play my ukulele without being scared of other people listening. I think I'd get on my little soapbox and speak my mind a little bit more than what I have been doing lately. I think I've quieted down a lot with that regard. But what would you do? If you were unafraid, what would you do? If you didn't feel like you were limited, if you were all of a sudden one day limitless, what are some of the things that you would do? I'd probably get a couple more degrees, not just because I want degrees, but just areas of interest that I would like to be more knowledgeable in. That could be possible career choices, maybe. What would you do? Oh, here's a small one that I would do that I'm always scared of. I joined like a competitive gaming, maybe at a con or something. I'm always terrified of doing that, or cosplaying as a character that I'm too afraid to do because, I don't like the way I look, or yada, yada, yada. If you could be limitless, what would you do? And then ask yourself, is the limits that are holding you back from doing those things, are they really that big? I think earlier I talked about, is it going to kill you? I've mentioned that several times. And the thing that you're going to do, is it going to kill you? And ultimately, you ask yourself, although that's silly, it's not to discredit the anxieties or the pressure that you're feeling to not do those things. But in truth, it's not going to kill you to do those things. And maybe there might be some a-holes and, airheads saying things that they probably shouldn't say. But ultimately, who are they to you, I mean, they're just people with their own faults and their own issues, and it shouldn't stop you from living your life and being you. So if you could be limitless, what would you do? And then ask yourself, are your limits very restrictive that you can't do the things that you want to do? And ask yourself, what kind of life do you want to live at the end of it? And decide not what you're living for or who you're living for, but just the things that you want to do that fulfill you, that make you happy. And for no other purpose other than just to make you happy. And maybe, just maybe, if we think about those things and we realize that the things that we thought limited us were so gargantuan that maybe they're not as big as we thought they were, that maybe by perspective, they're actually very small. It's just, we were smaller back then, or we felt smaller back then, so of course they're bigger. But now that we've grown, maybe, just maybe, they're just the size of ants, those limits, right? So it's just something I want to share with you guys. Sometimes I feel like mine are these giant mountains, or, they're like these big, fierce dragons, and then all of a sudden I realize that they're just windmills, It's not as scary as I thought it was. But I'll practice it too. There's lots of things I'm not doing that I would love to do, and maybe I should practice and also look in and say, is it going to kill me? What would be the worst that would happen? And would that really be enough to destroy me? Or maybe, just maybe, I could overcome it and be something more. maybe, just maybe, those limits were just tiny now, even though they seemed so big, right? So it's just something I wanted to share with you guys today, okay? Alright, my friends, enough serious talk. I hope you guys have a great night. I am obviously enjoying my break, though I've had some little issues here and there that I've managed to overcome. Yes. And now I'm going to stuff my face with chocolate-covered almonds and just kind of rejoice in my little victories for the day. You do so too, okay? Doesn't have to be chocolate-covered almonds. Whatever you want, but whatever to celebrate your victories from the day, okay? Alright, my friends, well, I love you all. Do the best you can. That's all that anybody asks for. And remember, I am very happy you are alive today. And don't forget it, okay? Alright. I hope you guys have a great night. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.